Smells good right there.
Yeah, breeze.
How long did it take you to get used to the humidity over here? Or not too long?
Wow. When we moved back, because I'm from Hawaii, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So when we moved back, it took a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. It's like getting used to the traffic and the distances. Because in California, it was no problem to drive
Oh, yeah.
3 4 hours.
Yeah.
Here, it's like 45 minutes we're complaining.
Yeah, driving here doesn't seem as accessible as like LA.
Right. One way in, one way out kind of deal here.
Yeah, the H1, that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, sir. Now's your turn. All right. Aloha, everyone. I'm going to begin this wedding ceremony a little differently. So I'd like everyone to stand up. At the beginning of this ceremony, at the beginning of their commitment to one another, I want you folks to know how important you all are to their lives, how integral you are for them to be here at this moment, the ways that you have raised each of them throughout their life to be the adults who they have become is all because of everyone here. That wasn't only just their doing, that was your doing as well. So as we begin this journey, I want all of you to be in agreement that once this commitment is made, once they leave this place as a married couple, that you are promising to be there with them, to encourage them, to give them the strength, the love, always, always, always filling their hearts with all of that love. You're never here to tell them what to do unless they ask. But you are here to be their shoulder to cry on, to be their ear to listen. That is the job of the ohana, of the family. So, do you all promise to be there for them every step of the way along this journey? If so, please say we do.
We do.
Thank you so much. You folks may be seated. Mahalo. I'm going to present to you a chant in Hawaiian, and it is a chant that is often done as we begin the process of a ceremony, or if we go into the forest or to the ocean. Everything for our Hawaiian people is all about respect of nature. Everything is. There's a reverence between us and nature, I guess, because we're no better than nature, and the Hawaiians understood that to its core. So everything was, we had to ask for permission on everything that we did. So this particular chant speaks of the fragrances of flowers, the beautiful flowers that surround us, the birds, the wind, the sunshine. Everything has its purpose for us. So it talks about coming into the forest, smelling the flowers, hearing everything around us, and it's an actual embrace from nature to allow us to be there. So I want you to be in that mindset as I take you through this oli. You can all close your eyes and kind of feel everything, get a little bit more sensitive to what's happening around us. At the end of the chant, just stay quiet for maybe 3 seconds. And then I'll have you open your eyes at that point. So here we go. O naunaika halame kalehu, o naunaika halame kalehu, he halele hua no yana kano, o kauno ye ano ine lia nei hoyo kaiki mai. A hiki mai no ko ikipuno me ke aloha. Alohae, alohae, alohae. Mahalo, mahalo. Thank you so much. So the ceremony is my job to express to you what love is. I really don't have to do that because you already understand what love is to the both of you. Perhaps I can give you a new perspective on love or the different ways that the Hawaiians look at love as well. So perhaps some of the things that I share with you may be new, may not be new. But it is my gift to give to you. So I'm going to start off with a poem, and it's one of the most beautiful poems, and it's an excerpt of this poem. And it is called Unending Love, and it's written by Rabindranath Tagore. And within this poem, he talks about love being everlasting. Like the rings, no beginning, no end to this incredible love. And it is God's love, but it is the love that we do our best to represent as we live and breathe. So within this poem, he says, I seem to have loved you in numberless forms, numberless times, in life after life, in age after age, forever. Today it has found its end in you. The memories of all loves merging with this one love of ours, and the songs of every poet, past and forever. Within this poem, he also talks about these pearls, which represents the love that he lays it again before your feet. Because the search is over. There's no more searching for the two of you. You have found this love in one another. And although you may have been together for 5 years, again, this love began way before then. And it'll last long after the two of you are gone. And that's the beauty of all of you. The love that you share with one another is also that way. There's no difference, no separation. For the Hawaiians, we believe love is captured within the word aloha. So staying in Waikiki, it doesn't do the word justice, because in Waikiki it only means hello and goodbye. But for us, when we truly believe in aloha, that means that I am making a forever commitment when I aloha you, that I am there to take care of you, to guide you, to help you in every way, exactly what the promise you had just made to them. That is in essence aloha. So I'm going to break the word down into halves. So alo is the first part, and ha. So alo is forward facing, as I face you, as you face each other as well. That is alo. Alo also means within the embrace of our Creator, the universe, God. That is alo. Alo is also in the presence of. So when it's attached to ha, it's in the presence of breath, the presence of life. We give each other this life. If we face one another, this is our agreement to one another that we will forever be there to take care of each other. This was most important for Hawaiians, because only in caring for one another, making sure that we were healthy in a spiritual way, physically, mentally, That was the only way that the love that you have, the love that you are so fortunate to share in your lifetime, you're able to share as long as we can. That's the beauty of what is aloha. And then, of course, we have probably the most precise prescription or definition, I should say, of love comes in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 13. And this is, again, an excerpt. But within the love chapter, it says, love is patient, love is kind. And because we are children of God, we are also that love. There's no separation between us and God in that manner. So I always like to think of it as I am patient, I am kind. I am all the things that is mentioned. I am also not some of those things. I am not rude. Love is not rude. Love is not. So I'm going to read it this way. So you guys can go ahead and face each other. Actually, let me hold your flowers so you guys can hold hands. And if I can, give this over. Thank you. And kind of cheat out towards the camera a little bit. So within 1 Corinthians it says this: may your love be expressed by each of you being patient and kind to one another. May you never be jealous or boastful. May you not be arrogant or rude toward each other. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in wrongdoing, but always rejoices with the truth. Love has no limits to its endurance, no end to its trust, and no fading of its hopes. When all else has failed, may your love for each other continually lift you above any struggles. And then I connected it to the poem which says, may your love continually flourish in life after life and age after age forever. Sean, I'm going to begin with you. I'm going to read through this commitment, and all you have to do at the end is say, I do or I will. You are truly fortunate to have Lizbeth as your wife. You are to love her in such a way that the acceptance, understanding, and support she finds in your love will provide her the security to express her inner light and beauty at all times. By seeing the good in this woman and by being continually devoted to her, you give her the strength to create more goodness in the world. With this understanding, Sean, do you take Lizbeth to be your wife, and will you pledge your faithfulness to her in all love and honor, in all duty and service, in all faith and tenderness, to continue to live with her and cherish her in your sacred union of marriage? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Lizbeth, you are fortunate to have Sean as your husband. You are to love him in such a way that he may find within himself a greater sense of who he is meant to be. By seeing the good in this man and by being continually devoted to him, you give him the strength to stand for what is just, right, and good in this world. With this understanding, Lizbeth, do you take Sean to be your husband, and will you pledge your faithfulness to him in all love and honor, in all duty and service, in all faith and tenderness, to continue to live with him and cherish him in your sacred union of marriage? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Beautiful. We're going to do the lei exchange at this point. And the leis are significant. All of you were given a lei. At least the ladies were given a lei. And the leis is a part of that aloha expression as well, the giving of yourselves. It also represents the ocean that surrounds our islands, that it provides us an abundance of food and other beauties from the ocean that we can partake of. So like aloha, when you give a lei to one another, you're giving that breath of life too. You're telling them that I am committed to take care of you. This is just a physical representation of that giving to one another. So Sean, I'm going to have you go first. The loops are on the inside, so the flowers go outside like that. Okay. Turn it that way. Yeah. And then flatten it out. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to help you a little. Oh, that's fine. Is that okay? You want to help with the hair? Okay, go for it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So smart.
Seriously. Thank you.
So I'm going to reach in. So go ahead and turn the lid that way. Sure. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, here I can hold up. And then when you give a lay, it's always followed up with a kiss. So now you can kiss. Yeah. This vet. Do the same. Turn it around the other way first. Yeah. And then flatten it out. Perfect.
That was a little smoother, huh?
Just a tad bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. And kiss. Very good. So the rings, we come to the rings at this time. The rings, like everything else that I expressed, has no beginning, no end to it. So it speaks of God's everlasting love. And they are made of beautiful materials. The stones, the metals, everything is made to precision because of the symbolism of God's eternal love. But at the end of the day, these are just material items. They eventually will go back to the earth just as our bodies will go back to the earth. And I will find the rings. Oh no, they are on the pillow, actually. So, thank you so much. You're awesome. So the rings are beautiful, and these are beautiful, and I'm sure they have a certain value to it that may hurt if you sting, or if you lose them, it may sting. But these cannot hold the love for you, right? The difference between us and anything else is that we can understand, we can come to terms with the fact that the love is already within your hearts in this relationship that you share with one another. So as you give the rings to one another, keep that in mind, that you already have the love. If these rings ever go away for whatever reason, you lose no love at all. Let me get there. You have to put the three together?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have you guys work that out. Okay, and then hold it halfway on her finger. And then you're going to repeat after me. You can put the other one. Put the other one on top of it. And then repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
with all of my heart.
with all of my heart.
Let it always be to us
Let it always be to us
a symbol of our love,
a symbol of our love,
a token of our faithfulness.
a token of our faithfulness.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you will not walk alone.
you will not walk alone.
Within my arms,
Within my arm,
you will always find love.
you will always find love.
Go ahead and put it on. Let me give you his. And just put it halfway on his finger. Right hand, left hand, left hand, other hand. And go ahead and look at each other. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
with all of my heart.
with all of my heart.
Let it always be to us.
Wait, what?
Let it always be to us
Let it always be to us
a symbol of our love,
a symbol of our love,
a token of our faithfulness.
a token of our faithfulness.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you will not walk alone.
you will not walk alone.
Within my arms,
Within my arms,
you will always find love.
you will always find love.
Beautiful. All right. So go ahead and put your hands together. I want to do a little blessing for the two of you. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this moment. I thank you for the commitment that has already been made long before this day. That this commitment for them two to be a part of each other, to be the same breath, to be a part of each other's lives in every way has been made. But I ask you to bless their journey, bless them, guide them, keep them strong, and remind them of this incredible love that you share with us daily. Allow them to shine brightly as they walk this incredible journey together. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. So I'm going to have you share one more thing, and that is in the sharing of sand with one another. And just like the breath that I talk about in Aloha, And just like the rings that you have shared and the lays that you have shared, the sand represents pretty much the same thing, joining of each other to where once you are mixed together, you can never be separated again. So each of you take your own bag of sand, and then I'm going to have you guys repeat after me. So look into each other's eyes and again repeat. You are my love for eternity.
You are my love for eternity.
I merge with you.
I merge with you.
My heart is like these grains of sands,
My heart is like these grains of sand,
blending with yours.
blending with yours.
You are together forever. We are together forever.
We are together forever.
Like the sand, we cannot be separated.
Like the sand, we cannot be separated.
We are one in our lives,
We are one in our lives,
together now and forever.
together now and forever.
Yay! And go ahead and pour the bags in this main bag at the same time.
Ready?
Ready. Beautiful. All right, never to be separated again. I'm going to roll this up and put it into one of your bags before all this sand sifts out through this bag. Awesome. And you can put it into that one bag. Yep. And I can hang on to that. All right, now is your opportunity to share your vows with one another. So who would like to go first?
I'll get it out of the way.
Okay, I'll hang on to this. Okay.
Liz, I've known since the moment we first hung out together that we had something special with each other. I knew this feeling I had when I was with you was something that I wanted forever. So today I vow in front of our friends and family to love you for the rest of my life. And I promise to build you up and support you in everything you do. This is hard. And I also promise to make you laugh for the rest of your life. I love you.
Me too.
Good luck.
Good luck.
No. Sean, you're my best friend. Today I give myself to you, using the love that we share as a vessel through the pressures of the present and the uncertainties of our future. I can promise that you will always have my deepest love, my fullest devotion, and my tender care. I promise to love you, to always strive to encourage and inspire you, to laugh with you, and to comfort you in times of sorrow and struggle. I promise to love you in good times and in bad, when life seems easy and also when times become difficult, when our love is simple and when things become complicated. I promise to honor you and to always hold our love for each other in highest regard. These things I pledge to you today and all the days of our life together. I love you.
Beautiful. At this time, we wanted to gift you a beautiful hula and song. So if the two of you would like to just turn a little bit and face our dancer. right, you guys can face each other once again. One more Hawaiian thought that I'd like to leave with you before I make the official pronouncement. The Hawaiians believe that we were born as a bowl of light, as divinity, as divine light, this purely connected to God. And with this bowl, it was our family's responsibility as we were kids to tend this bowl, as you folks have all done. But as you begin this journey together, the both of you are given your own bowl of light. Now, the bowl of light talks about as we learn ways to argue with each other, to create dissension or separation with each other, those are stones that we put into this bowl. And we're the only ones that can come to that knowing that we're the ones that have to take out these stones from that bowl. So along the process of this marriage, and I'm sure within the 5 years that you have already been together, there have been perhaps disagreements within your relationship. But now that you carry this bowl, it is the two of you to decide together what goes into it and what does not belong in this bowl. And this bowl is important because this light that exists within this bowl shines for everybody, not just the two of you. So you're accountable to make sure you maintain the bowl, tend this light, keep it shining as bright as you can so that people who come into your lives are inspired to know that this is what God's love looks like. This is the love that we decided to commit to with one another. This is the love that we choose to share. That being said, by the power vested in me by the state of Hawaii, I now pronounce the two of you husband and wife. You guys may go ahead and kiss for the first time as husband and wife. All right. So just as I had you all stand up earlier, I would like you to stand up again. But before we do, I want the two of you to share any words you might want to with the camera.
Hi everyone, thanks for viewing.
Thank you, everybody, to our friends and family for tuning in. We love you guys.
All right, you guys please stand up. So we stood up.